Hi there, it's Angela. I'm just here to give you a quick rundown on your containers. So everything's super new for you guys, but every program comes with the portion control containers. And I'm going to give you quickly a little summary of each container. Now these babies have saved my life. And here they are. They pretty much come in every challenge pack. And they come with every program, and I think they're great because portion control is a huge issue for continuing success with weight loss and incorporating that into your diet. So you've got a meal plan guide and a nutrition guide with your program, and inside you're going to find out which container category you fit into, and it's usually roughly an estimate of your calories that we want to hit every day. But instead of counting every single calorie that you consume, the portion control containers summarize everything for you and are able to pretty much do the work for you, which is easier when you're busy. The first container that you'll see is green, and the green container is veggies. And in your book, you will see a list of acceptable veggies or ideas to fit into this container. If you do look at it, it does have a list here. Everything that's at the top of the list is more nutrient dense, so it's going to keep you full faster and longer than the stuff really at the bottom. I like to fill these up, especially for work, with cucumbers or celery, and it's just an easier way to just bring everything instead of using little baggies or anything. It is equivalent to 1 cup if you do not have a container with you at your work, or if you're at somebody's house, it's equivalent to 1 cup. The next container is fruit, and it goes in this handy dandy purple container. And again, in your book, it'll give you the nutrient dense fruits, and that some are a little bit higher in sugar, but they're going to keep you full longer, as opposed to like a banana, which you can't really smush into this one container. But they are saying that bananas, half of a large is equivalent to 1 purple. So if you eat the entire banana and it's a large banana, then I would consider that 2 purples. So if you have to get 3 or 4 purples in a day and you eat 1 banana, then you've knocked off 2 purples already. So that's good. The next one, which I find the most important, is this red one, and it is your protein. Protein, it's going to fuel you. It's going to increase your weight loss, and it's going to just make you feel full, and that's what we want. We don't want to be reaching for all this food all the time. So red is protein. Usually you're looking at about 4 to 5 a day of these babies. If you're like a hard-boiled egg or you like eggs, 2 eggs is equivalent to 1 red container. So you can have 2 eggs and you've knocked off 1 red container, and that's awesome. Or if you're an egg white fan like I am, it's 8 egg whites in here. So that's pretty good, in my opinion anyway. Again, if you go to your nutrition guide, the ones that are less fat meats are at the top. And if you are on Shakeology, that is considered a red container. So if your snack is Shakeology in the morning or afternoon, or it replaces your breakfast, you've killed 1 red container by drinking Shakeology, which I think is great. The next one is my absolute favorite, and I covered them because I love it so much, and it is the yellow container because it's the carbs. So I do 3 carbs a day, unless I'm running, then sometimes I'll add another yellow container. And again, you're looking at your list of acceptable carbs. you know, depending on what you like to eat. It is equivalent to a half a cup 3 times a day. If you are a toast fan, it's 1 slice of toast. If you're, you know, a bagel or English muffin, it's a half. So if you eat a full English muffin or a full bagel, then you've done 2 yellows for that meal. And some people tend to eat a lot of their carbs or their yellow containers in the morning, which is fine too. Sometimes I like to save like rice or sweet potatoes for dinner, and that'll be my last carb of the day. If you do like almond milk or milk in your Shakeology, it is a yellow container, and they do recommend it. Substituting your yellow containers about 3 times a week with the dairy product or your cheats, like a piece of chocolate or some popcorn. And again, that's all listed in your nutrition guide, and feel free to ask me any questions, because you know, I always reference my nutrition guide, but if you have any, just let me know. And then you've got your healthy fats, which is your blue container. Everybody only gets one of these, which is like the saddest thing ever. But so this is cheese. It's equivalent to 1/4 of a cup, or if you eat almonds, avocado again is in there. So this is that. What I usually like to do is I do feta in my eggs every morning. So I will do a half a container of feta, and then do, you know, if I want to use avocado at night or something, or the other half of the cheese at night, then I'll use that. So I kind of break up my blues, but you can eat a full blue once a day. And then last but not least, your program will come with actually 2 of these, which are for dressings, for your salads, or if you're a seed fan, flax seeds, sunflower seeds, stuff like that, raw seeds. This is the equivalent to it, and this is also, I get 2, and I've always assumed that 2 are, if you like to do dressing in one and then like your seeds in another. I usually just kill it with dressing. It's usually only 1 a day. So that's what I usually use it with, or olives, because I really like olives. So I'll use like half of one of these containers of olives, and then dressing for the other if I do like a salad, or sometimes I like to use like balsamic on my green beans or something like that. So this is equivalent to your dressings. And then finally, you don't get them but included, but it's your teaspoons. So I will always say, yes, if you use peanut butter or something, that'll be, you know, if you do apple and peanut butter, you know, that's 1 purple for the apple, and, you know, 3 spoons if you're going to do a tablespoon of peanut butter or almond butter or whatever you use. So you've got your spoons, and it's a teaspoon, and it's usually about 4 or 5 teaspoons you can get depending on which category you're in. But I would definitely answer any questions that you have about it. Like I said, I use mine for really nut butters and olive oil, because I do cook with olive oil or coconut oil for my vegetables. So that's usually how I use up my teaspoons. I hate peanut butter right off the spoon, so sometimes I don't need to just spread it on a piece of toast. I will just scoop it up in a teaspoon, eat that, and then eat an apple with it. It's just my thing because I like peanut butter. But that is your oils, and your nut butters are your teaspoons. So depending on what you're cooking with, some people just use Pam, or you know, if you're cooking up a stir fry or something, then you would include a spoon for your the type of oil that you use. Okay, so those are the breakdowns of the containers. And we will go from there on how we're going to do our meal plans according to the containers. But if you have any questions, just give me a shout. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.